Greetings, Marauders. This is Stanley Jefferson, founder and coordinator of the Marauder Media Group. Welcome to our special coverage of the 30th Annual Communications Week here at the Mass Communications Building TV studio. As a matter of fact, behind the doors of our studio, right here, we have very special events that's happening. We have alumni, we have guests from various media outlets. Everybody is in here. So why don't we come inside and see what they got? Come on.
An African politician, former politician and professor, he ran to my office, hey, you can't tell that story? I did not know that he was the ambassador to the United Nations. And I said, I saw a headline that said, and we have a news blackout. It says, Cuba invaded Angola. He says, well, the sentence in general is correct. Duke Ellington and Harry Carney were in the car ahead of us. They got to the hotel first. They went up to their room to chill.
Well, Communication Week started because students were yearning for opportunities to meet professionals in the field. And so that's how we started Communication Week in 1996. And the week has become a forum for journalism majors, as well as other students on campus, to really meet people from the industry, from the workplace.
There's so much different type of media out there, and all of it is important. And if you're interested in ownership of media, I can't tell you how rewarding it can be. But with broadcast, if I put you on my TV station, you're going to instantaneously be in front of 1.7 million households. And sometimes we're guilty of adding to that stereotype. So always be cautious of whatever you do.
What would make us stand out if we were to add to you? What do you feel like we could bring more to the table to let people know, like, this is important, like, listen, open your eyes, you know what I'm saying?
But I can promise you this. Out of the 600 channels that cable has, I can challenge you, I bet you only probably look at more than 8.
We've been having a lot of fun connecting with the speakers and the alumni about prospective careers that we want to do. And they've been giving really good advice on how to start in those careers and how to stay productive in those careers.
Storytelling, when you're telling your story, right? Some leaders at work, they call it pathos or pathos, like it had that passion, that energy behind how you're speaking about yourself or speaking about things that are going to help catapult you to the next thing. I want to be able to exercise, it can't be anybody else. So once I started to hone on to that a little bit more, I started to see doors open in the working space. For me personally, it has truly allowed me to excel in my career.
So I asked her, like, if you had another job lined up, she said no, she was gonna quit. But I was just trying to tell her at first, what kind of advice could I have told her?
You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And what do I mean by that? Stay proactive. Being proactive saved myself from being able to be complacent, right? To be stagnant.
Hosting festivals and shows is a lot different than hosting a radio show, most definitely. Hosting,
How so?
it's different because people are right here. Any other questions? Anybody want a career in radio?
You're not going to be a cog off the jump. You're not going to be an academics off the jump. It takes time. But the great thing about it is you don't necessarily need Faith or myself to let you work at the radio station. You can do all these things
right here,
right
for
now.
free.
So far, I think it's been helpful. It kind of introduces a lot of people to us, especially like the radio hosts. It gives us, in case people have like a fear of showing face and how they look. The radio actually she gave us a lot of good ideas about what we could do for jobs if we have a fear of that.
Now my second part
of my career, which I thought I was going to go, was to be a sports broadcaster. There was a gentleman by the name of Stuart Scott, who was on ESPN, who kind of revolutionized how sports broadcasters communicate. Look at the TV and say, oh man, that's a beautiful black man, that's a beautiful black woman. Those are some real actors, and you're in that situation, you'll get quickly.
So in your experience, how do you see the augmentation of AI influencing the writing culture in the industry?
What's important is that we need people like you to be able to get our information out there, our truths. Once you find your passion, you'll never work a day in your life. And that passion is whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you love doing, that you don't hum and haw about, that you're able to do it with your eyes closed, with a smile or without, but something that becomes very easy for you to be able to do that you love.
Don't discount your experiences, that's it. Don't discount the experiences that you have coming out of those jobs. Just know that it's temporary and it's not long. It's meant to be a stepping stone. And you have to start from somewhere within this industry to give you that level of background that you need.
So the skills that you're learning in the communication department, it requires soft skills, what they will call soft skills, but are very important. Communication, emotional intelligence, self-management, those types of things matter.
It means everything, because we're paying homage to Dr. Chinwah and all of the other professors that have been here for such a long period of time. They've been doing this for over 30 years, and now us as alumni are able to come back and give back to the students, let them know that we've been here before.
It used to cost companies about $1,000 to send somebody up once. Now you can do it for $2,000 and spend less than an hour. And go ahead and let's strafe to the left a little bit so we can get away from my light pole. And that is an organ. That is the #1 thing you need to be able to learn how to do.
I'm scared, I don't want to hit the bug.
It's okay.
Figuring out classes, how far I gotta go, and all that other stuff. I'll start with Boys in the Hood. I was an extra. Extras don't get mine. You just stay there, skateboard, and that's it. And when John was like, man, I want to give you some lines, I was like, yo, I'm going to be on the big screen, and I'm talking. So if I'm able to evoke emotion in you like that,
Take all of the knowledge that he gave you, follow him. He's very approachable. Ask questions if you need to, and continue to be great. I'm very proud of Central.
So now I am a corporate trainer. I actually train companies. I train employees from everything from new processes to personal and professional development.
You are yourself, and as long as you live, you're happy. Money will come, opportunities will come, but you're always going to have yourself. So the more that you can get into the space where you know how you thrive, you're going to find yourself being more fulfilled in whatever job you have or whatever career path you have.
You got to start somewhere, #1, right? And then 2, you go in, you work hard, you learn everything that you possibly can, and put yourself in a position that somebody like me, would never let you leave this door.
These fine people, I'm sure there are others who probably are also deserving of this award. But I want to say that I want to wish you all the best in whatever endeavors that you pursue. Hopefully you'll make a lot of money, and then we could rename the building after one of you.